Saints players, they're getting a break from practice today. It is a much-needed break for the offense, which had a rough going against the defense yesterday. Sports Director Doug Mouton and Locked On Saints podcast host Ross Jackson has a look back at all the action.
And the Saints will get today off, one of the mandatory off days from the collective bargaining agreement, but they have gone through their first 3 days of padded practice. That's Ross Jackson from the Locked On Saints podcast. And in day 3 of the padded practice, look, safe to say the defense just dominated this day, didn't they?
Yeah, the offense is very much going to be welcoming this day off today because they got beaten up by that defense over on the opposite side. We saw the defense consistently winning on the defensive line, which doesn't spell great news for where the Saints' offensive line development has been. But again, maybe this has a lot to do with the defense has seen what the offense had to install and all these other things, and so maybe they're anticipating a little better. But it certainly looked like this was the defense's day yesterday, and I'm sure the offense is welcoming some rest.
Yeah, no question about it. A couple of guys let's talk about that were standouts on that defensive side. I thought Isaiah Foskey had a terrific day, and he's definitely taken a major step forward in camp. Give me a couple of guys you thought had good days.
Yeah, I think Alontae Taylor was excellent yesterday. I thought him and Chris Olave kind of went back and forth all throughout one-on-ones, and even though they were kind of jawing at each other, they were also talking through, hey, when I do this, you're doing this. When you do that, I'm doing this. So they're also working on their craft at the same time. Then he translated that as well to helping to take the passing game away, which I think is where the Saints offense struggled the most yesterday, was that their passing game was effectively completely taken away. And another person that helped to take that passing game away was the pass rush of Peyton Turner, who continues to stand out. Consistency's been the one thing that this team's been asking from him, and he's starting to show it.
And Chase Young continues to show that he could wind up being the superstar of this defense, and that would surprise no one, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, this is a guy that was the second overall selection. He has been a great pass rusher over the course of his time. Now he's getting the opportunity to be able to kind of refine his skills next to Cameron Jordan, who's giving him a lot of feedback on how to transition his play style, how to utilize his play style, and how to reach into his bag of tricks and find the things that are going to be most advantageous for that particular pass rushing snap, and it's already starting to pay off.
Yeah, it is already starting to pay off. Day 3 in pads, not a good day for the Saints offense. The pass game in particular was not good, but they'll get a day off, get a chance to get it back together for the weekend. That's Ross Jackson. I'm Doug Mouton reporting for WWL Louisiana.